turn all that. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday. You know what that means. It's time for another episode of GWP Wrestling News. It's our midweek break to catch up on everything going on. So everybody's ready for the podcast on Sunday where we really dive deep into everything and get lost in all kinds of wrestling conversations. So make sure you check us out Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Come join the podcast, talk some wrestling with us. It's a great show every weekend. Hope to see you there. This week's edition of GWP Wrestling News, I'm going to do it a little bit different. Instead of bringing the news article up on the screen, I'm going to do it a little bit different. So please let me know down in the comments what you think of the new format, and if it's something you'd like to see going forward, or if the old format is more to your liking. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Just let me know in the comments down below. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and hit that like button real quick, and let's get started. All right, first up on the news today, it looks like Malachi Black may be out of AEW. That's been a hot topic as of late in the wrestling world. The latest thing coming out is it definitely is sounding like he's gone. He's not in AEW anymore, or he's definitely not coming back. As you can see, the House of Black has started teasers without him. This little video came out the other day and talks about how they don't have a leader anymore. So it does sound like Malachi is definitely leaving AEW, presumably. We'll not assume anything until we definitely for sure see him leave. Next up, more AEW news. That is correct. As of last night, spoiler alert, my bad. We do have new AEW World Tag Team Champions were crowned on Dynamite. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, mauled Private Party. What's interesting about this is, according to sources, evidently this was never planned. When they first brought on the Hurt Syndicate, they never were going to put the titles on them. So it's a very interesting turn. Don't know what made them make that decision. I was telling Chris, well, at least Hurt Syndicate gets TV time. Private Party's not been really getting much, so hopefully we'll see some champs actually on TV going forward. Hoping to see AEW turn things around. Another AEW storyline going on right now is the Jeff Jarrett refusing MJF's help. He's on a mission to win the AEW World Championship. He's got a match in 2 weeks, I think it is, or maybe next week, I can't remember, against Claudio. And if Jarrett wins, he gets a shot at Mox. Now, this is rumor, but the rumor is they're possibly going to swerve us, and Double J is going to double cross everybody and actually has accepted Max's help. Very interested to see where that goes. It could be a very compelling storyline. We could see Jeff Jarrett hold the title one more time before he retires. Who knows how this is going to pan out? But it's starting to actually be a storyline you can get your teeth into. So hopefully they don't lose it. Speaking of them losing it, Ricky Starks has evidently said he wants to be released, and he has been denied his release by AEW. I don't know if he's being denied a release and he's got years left on his contract. I haven't been able to find the details there, or if he's once again got injury time that they're adding on. If not, then they probably will. We all know where Ricky's headed. His great friends with Cody Rhodes. He's headed to WWE as soon as he's no longer under contract. The fact that he's still under contract and not been on TV is ridiculous. They've got a large roster sitting at home that they're not using over at AEW. Moving on to WWE, it is looking like it was speculated that Goldberg was going to be on Raw for the 27th. As of right now, it looks like he may not be. They're not advertising him for Raw, and there's still no clear plans on what's set for his retirement match. There was the tease with the thing with Gunther. If that's the case, if it's going to be Gunther at like Mania, Gunther's going to lose that title before Mania. Which I don't. Well, the whole Gunther story is a whole nother thing. We've been in deep discussion on the podcast about that. Just check out the podcast Sunday. I'm sure it'll come back up. But no clear plans for Goldberg yet, so don't know if he'll show up on Monday's Raw coming up. Oh, the controversies. So next up, we're talking about the CM Punk promo. So the promo itself, most part was scripted. The part where Punk went off on Hogan and said he'd throw his ass out of the Royal Rumble if he got in there, and all that stuff he said about Hogan was unscripted. Punk just did what Punk does and ran his mouth, which was a great promo. I enjoyed the promo. And from what I'm hearing, a lot of people backstage enjoyed the promo too, in WWE management and such. A lot of them thought it was funny. There's not really any backlash coming about him saying things about Hogan, who got booed out of the arena on the Netflix debut. Wow, did he get booed? It was awful. Oh, speaking of awful, this is taking a turn for the worse. So Alexa Bliss, they've been saying that they're working on creative plans and they're getting ready to bring her back. With the Wyatt Six getting ready to debut on SmackDown soon, it was thought that she was going to be involved and she was coming back. Evidently, plans for her return have been shelved indefinitely. This is terrible news. Don't know what's going on with this. I did find one article that is speculating again that possibly there is contract disputes, because there is no creative disputes from what everyone can tell, but there may be some contract disputes on her new contract or whatever. So that could be what's delaying her return. Hope they get it figured out so we can get Alexa Bliss back involved. I'm really curious to see if she can bring some light back to the Wyatt Six. These two, Jade Cargill and Jordynne Grace, evidently were both spotted at Performance Center. Jade Cargill has been a staple at the Performance Center while she's not been on TV. So this kind of works with the speculation that they took her off TV to get her prepared to go singles, because obviously she's going to be fighting either Bianca or Naomi. One of them is who attacked her, almost guaranteed. And now she will be in a rivalry with one of them. I'm guessing Bianca, and we will see that culminate at WrestleMania. But Jordynne Grace has also been at the Performance Center. So with their new thing with TNA and Grace's contract presumably being up, they could sign her, but they're still got options to use her if they don't. Rumors about Chelsea Green. It sounds like we're going to get a Chelsea Green's United States title defended at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, or PLE. I'm sorry. I'm old school. Can't help it. Which would be very cool. It'd be great to see Chelsea get to defend that title on an actual PLE. The title being on her was one of the best things they've done so far. One of the top things of 2024, in my opinion. She was well deserved, and they're finally letting her show what she can do. Now that Penta's in WWE, maybe they'll run that match back and she'll have a match with Penta. I'm kidding. That's not going to happen. Don't. But check out that match. Look it up on YouTube or whatever. She had a great, awesome match against Penta back in Lucha Underground or something. All right, so this right here, the segment where Undertaker seemingly interrupted Rhea's celebration. Undertaker has come out and talked about this. So, what was originally scheduled to happen was after the match, he was supposed to come out and do an interview and kind of put her over, and he was okay with that. And then they changed it, and they were like, "We want you to ride out," and he was like, "I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want to, I don't want to ruin her moment. That's her moment." And then they explained it's going to be, she has her moment in the ring. And then once she gets up on the stage, he's going to do his thing. And basically he felt like, okay, so you want me to give her the old school rub. So that's why he did agree to do that. He obviously, knowing the guy he is, did not want to ruin Rhea's moment. And I don't think he did. Next up, my man Stone Cold Steve Austin, my favorite wrestler of all time. If you've watched the channel or the podcast for a long time, you will know that. Just recently underwent total knee replacement. So he's got 7 weeks of post-op stuff. But he posted on Instagram. He's doing well. We knew he posted late in 2024 that he needed knee surgery, and it was evidently full knee replacement. We know he's had bad knees forever, so great that he's able to do that, and glad he's doing well. Hopefully, this keeps him going for a while. Obviously, there's no reason for him to return to the ring. As big a fan as I am, obviously, I don't want to see him come out to the ring and be and not be as great as what he was. He's not going to want to come out and not be able to perform. Same kind of deal with the Undertaker. I know there's been rumors that they both want to come out of retirement. I don't think that's true. Undertaker will not get in that ring if he knows he cannot put on the Undertaker show that he knows needs to be put on. So, and I think Stone Cold's about the same way. He's fine coming in and doing a stunner or whatever like he did with KO, but we're not going to see him in no full blown matches like that. And I'm okay with that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of GWP Wrestling News. Once again, let me know how you like the new format. Obviously, I think I still got some tweaking to do and get this dialed in just right, but it's the first time. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought. Is there any news or rumors that I may have missed that you've heard about? Let me know in the comments down below. And once again, please smash that like button. If you hadn't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss any of the other great content we got coming to the channel. Plus, every Sunday, live, 7 p.m. Central, come check out Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, one of the best wrestling podcasts on the YouTube. Make sure you come check us out. Check out our other YouTube channels. We've got Gladiator Toys. No wrestling figures on that one. It's all other action figures and toys. If you're into that stuff, check out that channel. Check out the Chase Collector. That is the other half of Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. Check out his channel. Follow us on all of our other social media platforms. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Gladiator out.